What is up, YouTube? Skunk72 coming at you from Southern California. I know a lot of you are saying right now is Skunk who? Who's this skunk guy? I don't know him. I've been on YouTube for like 6 months and I don't know who this guy is. Yeah, it's been quite a while. A lot of things have gone on. So for starters, I think the last time I talked to you all, it was probably in like April, maybe? And I had just recently been furloughed from my side job at the hospital, and obviously everything shut down, you all know that. And I just got my daughter a corn snake for her birthday after, you know, she made a valiant effort at convincing me to do it. So, for starters, before the whole lockdown thing happened, I was supposed to be getting some stuff delivered to start making my yard look a little more pleasant to the eye. Well, this stuff didn't come, and then they said they were shutting down for COVID. Then by the time they opened back up and brought all my stuff, it was 100 degrees every day. And let me tell you how much work I had to do. I got to like dig out old grass. I got dirt that's mounted higher than the sidewalk line, so I have to pick that down to about 2 inches below the sidewalk line, put down weed trap, and then pour mulch over it. Last thing I want to be doing at 100 degrees. I'm too old for that crap. So I had to put the stuff somewhere, which unfortunately the only place I had to put it was the room where my motorcycle is, and my motorcycle was surrounded by mulch. Until I was able to do a little bit of it and get some of the mulch out of the way, now I could just barely get the bike out. Since we got the corn snake, I got kind of hooked on watching educational type snake videos, which led me to watching like snake breeder YouTube channels. And I know I told my daughter from the start that she could get a corn snake, but I didn't want to get a ball python because they're a little bit harder to take care of than a corn snake is. Well, after watching all these videos for a couple months, I fell in love with ball pythons. Let's make a long story short, we now have 2 ball pythons in addition to the corn snake. So I will put a picture of each of them up here, including the corn snake, because it's been a while and he's been getting big. Not compared to the pythons, but he is getting big. So we'll put those pictures up. I'm also going to tell you that my breeder that I bought them from, who happens to be local, he has a YouTube channel and he does all his business through Instagram, so I'm going to give him a little shout out here. It's JH Pythons, and he runs out of Lancaster, California. But you can buy anywhere in the United States from him. He'll ship to you as long as the weather permitting and it's not dangerous for a snake. So I want to give him a big shout out because I got both of my pythons from him. So by going local, which if y'all choose to do that, if you go on Morph Market, there's a way you can, morphmarket.com, that's actually somewhere where you can find snakes for sale, majority being ball pythons. If you go through Morph Market, there's a couple things you can do to put you in touch with local breeders. And what I decided was if I buy from a local breeder, I don't have to pay $50 for shipping, which means I have $50 extra to put into getting a cooler snake. If you don't know anything about them, there's different morphs, and different morphs, the more rare they are, the more expensive they are, and some snakes have like 5 different genes in them, and the 5 gene snakes are going to be super freaking expensive. So that's just the way it works. Never thought I could fall in love with snakes the way I have. I was never a reptile guy, and I had held a friend's baby boa constrictor when I was like a teenager, but that was like the only snake I had ever held in my life until my daughters showed up. And I started realizing how cool reptiles are. I was scared to death of them, like, you know, a lot of people are. looking for a different kind of pet, I'll recommend, I love my ball pythons, so I'm always going to recommend them, but port snake is actually really cool too. I know I'm bouncing around back and forth from subject to subject to subject, but along with the heat, I was also able to start getting overtime. Working my EMS job, I was able to start getting overtime, and I've been working like 100-hour weeks for about 3 months now. You know, just trying to make enough money to survive on, because before, when I had 2 jobs, I was making just enough, and losing out on the one really stung a little bit. So just yesterday, this is Tuesday, by the way. Tuesday God, I want to say 19th, 20th, I don't know. It's Tuesday the 20th. The World Series starts today. As y'all know, I'm in Southern California, so my boys, the Dodgers, are in the World Series. 2 years ago, when they're in the World Series, LA City Fire Department allowed their firefighters to wear LA Dodgers hats while on duty for the duration of the World Series. Now, I contract with LA County to run EMS, and my partner and I were just talking about it when the Dodgers won Game 7 of the National League Championship Series. Me and my partner were talking about it, going, yeah, wouldn't it be cool if they let us do that, but it'll never happen. Well, just yesterday, our county manager sent out an email saying, in support of our local team, we are going to allow Dodger hats to be worn through the duration of the series, but they have to be in good shape. I have a Dodger hat at home. It's not in good shape, so I had to go out and pick up a new one. And I said, you know, I'm gonna take the bike out. It's been so damn long. I'm right back to work tomorrow, but this is I actually have 2 days off in a row for the first time in a long time, so I was actually able to get some rest, and I felt comfortable riding. I'd be a lot more comfortable if I wasn't stuck behind this slow ass truck on a mountain road. Alright, so the entire ride up here, which is a really nice ride, I was behind a super slow truck, and I don't know how many turnouts he passed without getting out of my way, so I don't know. How many turnouts do you have to pass before it makes you an asshole? So, anyway, that's what I was riding to, and there's a nice look at how dirty my bike is. It's been so long since I've been on that, actually cobwebs. But it is what it is. I finally got a chance to ride. I'm going to go home and clean it up now, though. So, time for the ride back down after this view. Actually, I know... Oh, I'm going to put a couple still shots up on the screen because I know the wide view on the GoPro is not going to do this justice at all. Yeah, and I'll let you guys see how much smog is down below me now, too. So, let's get back on the road. I'm putting down this because there's gravel everywhere, rock slides everywhere, and it's just not a maintained road. I'll leave you with my final thoughts. I wanted to mention my dad, for those of you that remember. He had a stroke about 1.5 years ago, and I may have talked about it recently, well, recently-ish, in one of my recent videos, which none of them are really recent, but one of my more recent videos, I guess. My dad, after his stroke 1.5 years ago, he feels that he's recovered enough. He's gonna try and get back on the bike, which I can't even put into words how proud I am of him for basically not being a puss and facing this head on and doing the work that it needed to be done to get back to as normal as possible. So I'm still trying to figure out a way, because I live in LA area, he lives in Seattle. He's here visiting right now, but when he goes back to Seattle is when he's going to try and get back on the bike. And I don't know, man, I wish I could figure out a way that I could be there. So the issue that I have is I have to cash out on my vacation time every year, so I don't really have any time to take off, and can't really take the money out to pay for a flight at the moment. But still, I'm going to still try and figure out some way to do this. We'll see. Probably won't happen, but it's worth trying, right? Well, my brother that I mentioned that finally got himself a Fat Boy just before summer, put 5,000 miles on it over the summer. He's one of us now. I love it. He also started working at a Harley store. I don't know, I may have mentioned that in the past too. He didn't like his career path and decided to move on and working at a Harley store where he's having just the time of his life. And very proud of him. He didn't want to ride until he started working at the Harley store and then being around bikes every day. I guess he just caught the fever. So I'm going to leave it on that so I can kind of concentrate on my downhill ride here. So it's been nice finally getting back out here and vlogging for once, and it was good to see you all. Leave me a comment, man. Let me know that you watched. Throw me a like. If you aren't already subscribed, go ahead and do that. Rubber side down, shiny side there, buddy. I'll talk to you all next time.